last Laker game, LeBron was asked about sort of what he thought of this iteration of the Clippers in part, and he said these are the Ty Lue Clippers. Ty Lue Clippers kind of gassed you up.
Gas me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did. And then he obviously went to his birthday party. Like, is your relationship with him sort of different than it is with other guys you've coached throughout your career? It seems like you guys are extremely kind of bonded together.
Yeah, for sure. Like that's my guy, and so um, had some great years in Cleveland together. Won a championship, brought a championship to Cleveland. Something that's never been done um, in that organization, and just he has a lot of responsibility for my career as far as first it was Doc who believed in me first and said I can coach when I know I couldn't coach. I mean, I didn't think I was going to be a coach, and then LeBron just be able to coach him and be able to teach me on the fly. Being a young coach at 38 years old and just having the trust and belief in me and just kind of helped me get better and better each year, and then winning a championship kind of helped solidify my coaching career right out the gate. And so we have a great bond. Even before I got to Cleveland, we were really good friends, and so that won't change.
I mean, last night you caught a bounce loss.
I saw that.
I mean, it's been a while since you guys were together in Cleveland. Did you think this far removed from that time you'd still be preparing for a 39-year-old playing at this level? Is that
I never thought about it. I just know we talked about in Cleveland that he had a chance to be the all-time leading scorer. He's like, man, nah. And we just kind of always did it, coaches, year by year. If he scores this many points, this many years, like he has a chance to do it. And but he does a great job of taking care of his body. Puts a lot of work into it, a lot of finances into it. And then he just approaches the game the right way. He's so smart. He understands how to score, without having the ball in his hands. He understands how to stay stealing points, getting out in transition, back cuts, offensive rebounds, quick steals and duckings on smaller guards. And so he just understands the game and plays it at a high level. So it really doesn't surprise me.
Is there an extra amount of pressure that you have to learn to deal with when you're coaching with him or against him, anything like that?
I mean, the pressures of it is when you have LeBron James, you're always expected to win, no matter if he's 50 years old. If he's playing, you're expected to win and expected to play at a high level, and so that just tell you, how great he is.
What has been the biggest challenge through the first two meetings with the Lakers that might not have been as big of a challenge as they were in years past?
Well, I think the first game we traded away all of our fours, and James didn't play, and so that was kind of like a different vibe. And then last game they just played better than us. I thought they really was up for the game. I thought they did some, D-Ham did some things. They were really good as far as rotations and how he wanted to match up. They did some great things schematic-wise, defensively, what they wanted to do and try to take us out. And so they had a really good game plan, and they played well and they played better than us. And so just for us, it's going to be the biggest things is, keeping LeBron and those guys out of transition, not turning the basketball over, taking care of the ball. That's number one. And then rebounding the basketball, keeping AD and Bron, those guys off the glass, and not letting them get, extra possessions.
You've always found yourself in these big games against D'Angelo. That playing game he had, big contributor last time you guys played. What do you see out of his kind of fit, trying to make it fit with LeBron and AD?
Well, I mean, he's a great scorer, and so he's an elite scorer, and so he likes to have the ball in his hands, and so when you're a point guard, you have to be able to do different things, especially be on the floor with LeBron, be able to play off the ball, which D'Angelo can do. He can catch and shoot, but he's a great pick and roll player as well, so he needs the ball in his hands. So just trying to figure out that combination of, when LeBron's going to have it, when D'Lo's going to have it, and then Austin Reeves was a good pick and roll player as well, so it's just a different fit, like when you're playing with Bron, because he can play all five positions. And so when you have a great player like that, guys have to be able to do different things. And so that's what D'Lo's trying to figure out, which in the last 6 games he's played, he's been playing at a high level. So they figured it out last year too, so it's not really a big thing. I don't know why people making a big deal of it. Like, he's a really, D'Lo's a good player, so he's going to be able to figure it out and be able to make a change offensively, especially. So that's it.